Hello and welcome to We Are Famous CFC, and this video we are going to be rating Everton's summer transfer window of the 25-26 campaign, and we are going to give our thoughts on the signings and give them a rating from 1 to 10. So first up is Jack Grealish. So David Moyes brought Jack Grealish in. I think he's done an okay job so far. Hit and miss. Hasn't been awful. Hasn't been bad. He's been fantastic. 5 assists when Jack Grealish first came in, without a shadow of a doubt. He's done wonders already. So for me, Jack Grealish can have an 8. He scored against Palace when we went 2-1, when we went 1-0 down. Then to get the win at the end of that game was brilliant by Jack Grealish. So for me, loads of experience. He's key. He's class. He's got the legs, and he's really fast. So for me, he can have an 8. And with the 5 assists, he's been brilliant to Everton again, week in, week out. It's been fantastic, so we can have an 8. Next up, Tieno Barry. Well, I've given him a 3 because he tried against Fulham at Hill Dickinson. He worked his socks off. He is fighting. He's showing more ambition that he wants to score, and he did score, in fact, but it was offside. But I thought that Tieno Barry has been a really decent player for Everton. He's been working his socks off week in, week out. So for me, I'm going to give Tieno Barry a 3 because I feel for him. Do I think that he's going to be a goal machine for Everton? No. Do I think that we need a new striker? Yes. But I personally think that Tieno Barry will be a really, really decent player for Everton. Hopefully, when he scores his first goal, I think that he'll go on a run of scoring a couple of goals for Everton, but he's not the answer for Everton. But I'm going to give him a 3 because he's proven against Fulham that he is annoyed and he really wants a goal fast. And he tries and works his socks off, unlike Beto. So for me, Tierney Barry a 3. Next up, Tyler Dibblin. I've given him a 0 because we haven't seen him at all this season. I want him to start and come on to see what he's capable of, because I've seen for Southampton he was capable of skilling a load of the Liverpool players and a load of the players and getting in the back of the net and getting winners as well. So Tyler Dibblin, I'm going to give him a rating 0.1 because we haven't seen him. So you might think that I'm being a bit funny with Tyler Dibblin, but I'm not. I can't give him a rating because he hasn't started or came on for Everton yet. So he's having a 0. Charlie Alcaraz, my favourite player. Everton bringing him on a permanent deal in the summer, an 8.9. Comes on, makes really, really good. Charlie Alcaraz comes on, makes an impact in the second half, starts a couple of games, but he's got goals in him, and he's got experience from his time at Southampton as well. So for me, because of the experience in that, Charlie Alcaraz can have an 8 because he's fantastic. He's my favourite player as well, but that's not why I'm giving him an 8. I'm giving Charlie Alcaraz an 8 because he's somebody, let's say, Charlie Alcaraz, he's fast, he's got the pace, he does wonders of goals as well. So Charlie Alcaraz, an 8. David Moyes, man, I'll do that at the end. Mail and Rowan, can have in 7. Hasn't started a Premier League game yet, but comes on as substitution, makes good impacts. He's fast, he's pacey, makes good passes as well, and he's done good mailing. So we can have a 7. A really, really good player he is, and hopefully he will have wonders during his time at Everton, hopefully. So for me, Malin can have a 7 because he's fantastic. Then Kieran Shrewsbury Hall at 10. One of Everton's best players with Ilman and Jai. So Kieran Shrewsbury Hall at 10. Works his socks off week in, week out. Did have one poor game, but he only won. But he's made it up, and that was against Tottenham when he was poor. But all in all, so far, through when we've brought him in from Chelsea, a player with experience. He's got the pace. He's got goals in him. He picks out the right pass. Does wonders with the ball like Ilman and Jai. And again, he's one of them players who can score but can pass and get free kicks. He's good at taking corners and free kicks like Jimmy Garner, but he's been a rocket for Everton. Arguably one of the best players with Malin Rowe, Charlie Alcaraz, and Skillman and Jack Grealish as well. So Kieran Shrewsbury Hall a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, can't fault him at all. He's one of the best players for Everton, like, without a shadow of a doubt. And I can't wait to see what else he can bring to Everton between now and the rest of the season. But what a player he is, without a shadow of a doubt. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these so far in the comments. Then Adam Asnu, not seen him at all yet. Did have an injury. We've seen him in the Carabao Cup. He looked decent, but I don't think Moyes wants him in the squad just yet because he's only 19, Asnu, and he hasn't got any experience. But there's talks about him going out on loan in January to get some experience. So I can't give him anything the same as Tyler Diblin. So I'm going to give him a 0, unfortunately. But hopefully that David Moyes and Everton can give him some minutes prior to Vitaly Mykolenko. The next, Mark Travers, not good enough. Makes errors we've seen in pre-season as well. He hasn't scored a Premier League game yet for Everton, and no way he should. He's the worst signing for me so far that Everton have made this summer. Got nothing about him. Plenty of errors. And man, I don't see him getting into the side at all. Not even during FA Cups or Carabao Cups for that matter, because he's woeful. So he can have a 0. Josh King, 0.0. Not even seen him. He's another goalkeeper to replace Andy Lonergan. We haven't seen anything from Josh King yet. He came from Wolverhampton Wanderers, but not seen him yet, so I don't know anything about him yet. So I can't give him anything. But hopefully he'll get his turn in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, or if Jordan Pickford gets injured, hopefully David Moyes will pick Josh King and we can see what he can offer. But I definitely would be staying away to Mark Travers. I'll try and sell him in the January transfer window, but I don't rate Mark Travers at all. Everton's second goalkeeper, one single bit, I don't rate him. He's absolute shite. So he can have a 0.0, Mark Travers, and Josh King, who hasn't even had a start or looking anywhere, even in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, so a 0.0. But rating Everton's transfer window all in all, I'm going to rate it 10 out of 10. Bring a Jack Grealish in, Alcaraz, Kieran Shrewsbury-Hall, and also Mail and Roll. I'm happy. Really, I'm happy. Let us know in the comments your things. As well. So therefore, yeah. But their top signings. I'm not too sure about Tierno Barry because he hasn't scored. But I do think that we need a new striker in the January window. But all in all, I've given Tierno Barry a 3, as I said, because he's working his socks off, Tierno Barry, so we can have a 3. But all in all, it's been a hit and miss summer window, but without a shadow of a doubt, I couldn't give Tyler Diblin anything either because we haven't seen him at all coming on for Everton. But now it's time for the managers in summer ratings so far. I'm going to give David Moyes an 7.8. He hasn't been perfect, David Moyes, at all, throughout, at all. Isaac, rating David Moyes' summer window so far between 0 to 10. What do you rate David Moyes' summer transfer window? And that. Let me know, Isaac, what you think. All right. Yeah. Isaac said an 8, but I'm going to say 7 because David Moyes his game in management has been poor so far this season. He's had some decent games, but also it's been hit and miss. But without a shadow of a doubt, he's been poor from time to time, but against Fulham and the likes of the games we've won, I give him credit. The games we've lost, poor, and the games we should have won, but we drew, down to his mismanagement and that. But I give the manager credit where it's due, and I will criticise him when it's due. If we get beaten, we should have won, and that, then I'll criticise him. And bringing the wrong subs on as well, I'll criticise. Bringing Dwight McNeil on the other week when you had Charlie Alcaraz and Tyler Diblin sitting on the bench, who have got quality about them and don't even bring them. So I will criticise the manager for it as well. So let me know in the comments your thoughts. But also, David Moyes is a good manager deep down, but he's got to get the momentum, the rhythm, and all of that. And the way he hasn't beat Liverpool at Anfield in his whole managerial, or won at the Emirates or at City, then that needs to change ASAP, because this can't happen forever without a shadow of a doubt. So, as I've said, we've got to win the big teams like that, like Arsenal, like your Cities, like your Liverpools, especially at Anfield, at the Emirates, at the Etihad, where David Moyes has never ever won in his in his managerial career. So again, he's got to find momentum for them ones. But all in all, I'm impressed with him so far this season, apart from the Carabao Cup when we should have beat Wolves and we didn't. And the likes of Sunderland, bringing Dwight McNeil on when you had Tyler Diplin and Charlie Alcaraz sitting on the bench who can score goals, because we know Charlie can score goals. But also leaving the substitutions too long as well. That can't happen. Otherwise, the players will start to get rowdy, restless. Then we'll end up getting beat. So he needs to change that up. But all in all, I'm happy with the manager. Because he sets up and he is learning from his mistakes, as we've seen from Fulham when we won Fulham 2-0 at Hill Dickinson. So a fairly decent season, and we're 13th in the league where we were last season. But that was my summer player ratings from the summer. Let us know in the comments your ratings of Jack Grealish, Tierney Barry, Tyler Diplin, Charlie Alcaraz, David Moyes, Keeler Shrewsbury, Adam Asno, Mark Trevors, and Josh King. Let us know on them 9 and Mail and Roll. Let us know in the comments their ratings as well. And the Friedkins, because we couldn't have done this without the Friedkins, either without Dan Friedkin, the owner of Everton, because Macheri from last season wouldn't pay a penny into the club. To have someone to pay, we've spent at least 100 million, if not more, during the summer. We've had a rebuild, a reshuffle. We've got rid of the likes of Decore, Calvert-Lewin, and that Lindstrom, Jack Harrison. We've got rid of the likes of them. So we definitely need a new striker in January without a shadow of a doubt. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, please, Toffees. But also, Dan Friedkin, he can have a 10 out of 10. Coming in, investing in Everton, put more millions of pounds in Everton, keeping Hill Dickinson going as well. And that stadium can have 1,000 out of 1,000, because I love Hill Dickinson. It's a part of the Goodison gang, as we know, but nothing will ever be like Goodison again. But hopefully we can make Hill Dickinson just as bouncy and loud and intimidating for the opposition teams throughout our years and years to come as well, and more beyond. But Dan Friedkin, what an owner, investment, and we couldn't have done this without him, because he's got the money. Him and Ryan Friedkin, his son, we couldn't have done them without them. So again, huge credit to where it's due. And yes, I back my owners, because they've came in to a club that was in a complete mess, and they've literally tidied everything up. Like, we've got no PSR anymore, a line over us. That's all paid, done with. And that's getting rid of the old manager, Sean Dyche, done. And that, but appointed David Moyes with experience and so on. I'm very happy so far this summer with the transfers, especially Jack Grealish. I'm a huge fan of Jack Grealish. And my favourite player out of all of them, what I've said, is Charlie Alcaraz, who got an 8.9 for when he comes on and that. But I want to see a bit more from him. I want to see more from David Moyes with Tyler Diplin. And I want to see a hell lot more from Tierney Barry. But other than that, it has been a really, really, really decent summer transfer window. So I'm going to rate that, the summer transfer window, all in all together, a 10 out of 10. Very pleased. Let us know in the comments, Blues, your thoughts. subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment and share. And whatever you're up to this weekend, have a great one. Hit the notification bell on our YouTube channel to never miss a video. And of course, we'll be bringing you regular Everton content on our YouTube channel. So please, once again, subscribe, comment, like, share, and hit the notification bell. Up the toffees, and what a summer window we've had. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. Bye bye. See you later.